Since ancient times, there has been a small island located at the heart of vital trade routes in the Mediterranean. Thanks to its strategic position, it became the perfect crossroads between Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, and the target of nearly every major empire that once ruled the region. For over 2,000 years, this land has rarely known peace, yet it is precisely this succession of rulers that left behind a unique cultural and architectural legacy. Where medieval fortresses, Baroque churches, Arabic alleyways, and European squares stand side by side, as if conversing across time. And that place, none other than Malta. A small island nation, but one that holds within it layers of history few other places can match. Once a battleground, now a destination for millions of curious travelers seeking to understand how such a tiny island came to bear the weight of an entire continent's legacy. So let's begin the journey to uncover the layers of Malta's timeless story. The Blue Lagoon is one of those places that feels too perfect to be real. Tucked between Comino and the tiny island of Cominoto, it's like a quiet slice of the Mediterranean waiting just for you. The water here isn't just blue, it's glowing, crystal clear, and so calm you can see all the way to the bottom. You'll find soft sand under your feet in the shallow areas, while smooth rocks around the edge are perfect for relaxing. It's easy to spend hours here, listening to the waves, soaking up the sun, and letting your mind wander. There's no entrance fee, and even though it's simple with just a few food trucks and umbrellas, it has everything you need. The ferry ride from Malta takes only about 25 minutes, but it feels like you've escaped to another world. No matter how long you stay, the Blue Lagoon leaves you with a feeling you'll want to carry home. Comino might be small, but it holds centuries of history and mystery in its quiet shores. Situated between Malta and Gozo, this island is barely 3.5 square kilometers in size, yet it's home to a fascinating past and a protected natural environment. It has been sparsely populated throughout history, with only 2 permanent residents. In Roman times, farmers lived on the island, but it was later used by pirates and exiled knights. During the Middle Ages, Comino's caves were popular hideouts for pirates who raided boats crossing between Malta and Gozo. In the 13th century, the Jewish prophet Abraham Abulafia lived here, writing important works like Sefer Ha'ot and Imre Shefer. The Knights of Malta used Comino as a hunting ground, and later as a place to exile knights who committed minor crimes. Comino also served as a quarantine island during the French occupation of Malta in the 19th century. In the 1920s, the island was leased for farming, and its population peaked at 80 people. Now, Comino is a peaceful bird sanctuary and nature reserve, attracting visitors with its untouched beauty and quiet history. The Blue Grotto lies just beyond the small harbor of wave-battered on Malta's southeast coast. It's a group of sea caves carved into the cliffs near the village of Crendi, as confirmed by a 1910 legal ruling that settled a long-standing boundary dispute. Inside the caves, sunlight strikes the water at certain angles, creating intense shades of blue that dance across the rock walls and ceilings. Some chambers reflect the vibrant glow of underwater plants, while others are filled with darker, more mysterious tones. The surrounding waters also offer great spots for snorkeling and underwater photography. Across from the grotto, the uninhabited islet of Filfla stands quietly, protected as a bird sanctuary. The site has appeared in several films and television shows, including Troy, Hellboats, and The Amazing Race, thanks to its dramatic cliffs and glowing sea caves. St. Peter's Pool, a natural swimming spot on Malta's southeastern coast, offers an idyllic escape with its crystal-clear waters and rugged beauty. Located at the tip of the Delamara Peninsula, near the fishing village of Marsaxlog, this natural pool carved into limestone attracts both locals and tourists. The pool's striking white limestone rocks form large, flat areas for sunbathing between swims, while the deep waters invite swimmers and snorkelers to explore. However, its popularity, especially during summer, can make the area quite crowded. The pool is also renowned for being a thrilling cliff-jumping destination, with rocky ledges rising up to 4 meters above the sea. This adds an element of excitement but also calls for caution to ensure safety. Did you know Dwydra once starred in one of the most iconic television shows of all time? This breathtaking bay was the setting for Daenerys Targaryen's wedding to Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones. But beyond the cameras and costumes, Dwydra is full of real-life magic where nature, history, and adventure come together in the most unforgettable way. Here, you can swim in calm, clear waters or dive deep into the famous Blue Hole, a favorite spot for divers from all over the world. Not far away stands Fungus Rock, a tiny island once guarded by knights because of a rare healing plant that grew only there. If you look closely at the rocks along the coast, you'll see tiny marine fossils, proof that this land was shaped by the sea long ago. And even though the famous Azure window collapsed in 2017, the area still feels powerful, wild, and full of stories. Today, fishermen offer boat rides through the 100-meter tunnel of the inland sea, where gentle waves meet hidden caves and colorful cliffs. Fungus Rock, or Eblatal, General, rises 60 meters above the sea at the entrance to Dweidra Bay in Gozo. This limestone islet is famous for a rare plant that grows only on its flat top, Cinnamorium coccineus. The Knights of St. John believed the plant had powerful medicinal properties used to treat wounds and diseases. To protect it, the Knights built Kaura Tower in 1637 and even strung a rope between the mainland and the rock for harvesters. Trespassing on the rock was heavily punished, with violators risking 3 years of rowing in the Knights' galleys. Although modern science has shown the plant doesn't hold the healing powers once believed, Fungus Rock is still a fascinating sight. The waters around the rock are perfect for diving and snorkeling, home to many marine species. Fungus Rock also offers breathtaking sunsets, with the sun setting through a natural arch in the rock. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down at a quiet bay wrapped in golden red sand and surrounded by green slopes. This is Gda'n Tufiet Not the Bay, one of Malta's most peaceful and untouched beaches. Its name means Spring of the Apples, and it's just as refreshing as it sounds. To get there, you'll walk down 186 stone steps, a bit of a trek, but the view makes every step worth it. At the bottom, the beach opens up with soft sand, clear water, and no tall buildings in sight. It's quieter than neighboring Golden Bay, making it perfect for those who want to relax close to nature. Sunday loungers and umbrellas are available, or you can just stretch out on the sand and enjoy the sound of the waves. There's usually a lifeguard on duty, and a small kiosk nearby offers snacks and drinks. A 17th century watchtower still stands above the bay, watching over this peaceful corner of the island. Rising an impressive 150 meters above the sea, Tajanaya Cliffs are the tallest cliffs in Gozo. They stretch along the southern coast like a stone wall carved by wind, waves, and time. The area is a protected Natura 2000 site, filled with rare plants and birds that make it a paradise for nature lovers. This spot is home to hundreds of Kori shearwaters and Yelkwan shearwaters birds that glide through the air and nest deep in the cliffs. As you walk along the Sanat Trail, you'll spot layers of rock stacked like pages in a history book. You might find cart ruts carved into the ground, or the remains of ancient temples hidden among the stones. The cliffs may look peaceful, but they hold secrets from both nature and the past. Imagine standing at the edge of an island, gazing out over an endless expanse of turquoise waters, with the sun setting in the distance. This is what you'll experience at the Dingley Cliffs, one of Malta's most breathtaking natural wonders. The Dingley Cliffs are located on Malta's western coast, towering at 253 meters above sea level, making them the highest point on the island. Just a short distance from the village of Dingley, these cliffs have become a top attraction for those wanting to experience panoramic coastal views of the Mediterranean Sea. From here, you'll see rolling countryside meet the sea, with layers of stone terraces and untouched land stretching out below. The cliffs stretch from Barija to the Munkar area, where you'll also encounter the natural wonder of the Blue Grotto. The best time to visit the Dingley Cliffs is during sunset, when the golden hues against the Mediterranean backdrop create an unforgettable experience. Weed El Gijen Tasri, or Gijen Tasri Valley, is a hidden gem perfect for a scenic walk or bike ride, especially in the cooler months of winter and spring. The valley is carved into towering cliffs made of limestone, and it's filled with prickly pears and capers growing along the dry stone walls. The valley starts at Tadbihoshi Hill and winds through the village of Guntazri before leading to the sea between the impressive cliffs. Although the beach seems difficult to reach, a series of steps carved into the cliffs take you down to the bay, with amazing views along the way. The area is especially popular with divers who love exploring the underwater caves that surround the valley. Weed El Gintasri is also a perfect spot for those seeking a peaceful swim away from the crowds. On windy days, the dramatic waves crashing against the cliffs make the valley even more spectacular, offering a truly unique experience. We get our info from all sorts of places, so if you think we missed something or have something awesome to share, just drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. While the famous azure window crumbled into the sea, the wave-battered window quietly stands as a forgotten marvel. Located at the end of the wave-battered Valley on Gozo's northwestern coast, this limestone arch has remained mostly unnoticed. Unlike the azure window, which collapsed in 2017, the wave-battered window continues to impress with its rugged beauty. The surrounding cliffs and caves create a dramatic landscape, while the arch itself offers a breathtaking view of the Mediterranean. For years, this spot was overlooked, but now it's slowly gaining recognition. Once a site for wastewater discharge, the valley has been cleaned and restored, making it more inviting for visitors. Qarabağ Bay is the result of natural forces that have created a bay unlike any other, quiet, stunning, and full of history. The bay is framed by steep clay cliffs, sculpted over time by erosion, creating a dramatic backdrop that adds to its natural beauty. The area is a perfect example of Malta's rich geological history, with limestone formations that date back millions of years. These unique rock structures, along with the bay's shallow waters, make it a haven for snorkelers and divers, offering them a chance to explore a diverse underwater landscape. The crystal-clear waters of Qarabağ Bay are another highlight. Thanks to its relatively unspoiled environment and minimal human interference, the bay's waters remain remarkably clear, often allowing for visibility down to depths of over 30 meters. While many visitors flock to the more popular beaches of Malta, Qarabağ Bay remains a peaceful escape, attracting those who seek solitude and a connection to nature. On the north coast of Gozo, just past Quaybajar Bay, you'll find the stunning salt pans of Quayni Bay, stretching over 3 kilometers along the coastline. These 350-year-old salt pans have been used for sea salt production since the Phoenician era, continuing through Roman times and into today. The process is simple but effective. Seawater is collected in shallow limestone reservoirs, where the sun evaporates the water, leaving salt crystals behind. This process is repeated during the summer months, from mid-May to September, to collect the salt that locals rely on for their livelihood. The salt is then dried and stored in caves carved into the coastal rock, preserving it for future use. Local families, like the Sinnies, have been harvesting salt here since the 1860s, keeping the tradition alive. One family, the Shurebs, continue this practice today, making it an important part of Gozatan heritage. Visitors can see the salt pans year-round, but the actual harvesting is best witnessed during the summer. If you visit, be sure to respect the site by avoiding walking directly on the pans, as they are fragile and easily damaged. Handak Bay, a hidden gem on the island of Gozo, offers a peaceful and picturesque escape from the busier parts of Malta. This quiet bay is famous for its crystal clear waters, making it a perfect spot for swimming, snorkeling, and relaxing by the sea. Unlike other more developed areas, Handak Bay has maintained its natural beauty, surrounded by rugged cliffs and lush vegetation. The area is home to a small sandy beach, ideal for families looking to enjoy a calm day by the water. Handak Bay is also known for its rich underwater life, attracting divers and snorkelers who come to explore the vibrant marine environment. For those who prefer dry land, the nearby countryside offers scenic walking trails with stunning views of the bay and the neighboring island of Comino. The bay's peaceful atmosphere and stunning beauty make it an ideal place for a quiet day out or a romantic evening watching the sunset. Although it's not as well known as other attractions on Gozo, Handak Bay remains a hidden treasure that's well worth the visit. El-Achintrax Talmeliacenta is a beautiful, untouched coastal area in northwest Malta, near the town of Meliacenta. The area offers stunning views of the Mediterranean Sea, rugged cliffs, and peaceful coves. It's a great spot for nature lovers, with activities like hiking and camping available. This place is quieter than other beaches, making it perfect for relaxing and enjoying the natural surroundings. El-Achintrax Talmeliacenta is also close to the islands of Comino and Gozo, which are known for their clear waters and water sports. To visit, you might need a permit for camping, and renting a car or walking from Meliacenta is the best option. Did you know Valletta is the smallest capital city in the European Union? Nestled on the Mediterranean shores, Valletta is like a hidden gem, boasting more than 400 years of history. This city isn't just a place, it's a living history book. Founded in the 16th century by the Knights Hospitaller, Valletta is a city where every corner holds a story. The entire city is surrounded by massive fortifications that make it look like a giant fortress rising from the sea. Valletta is home to over 320 monuments, making it one of the most concentrated historic areas in the world. From stunning Baroque palaces to churches and gardens, its beauty is undeniable. These monuments tell the stories of Valletta's rich past, including its role in defending against the Ottoman invasion during the Great Siege of Malta. But the real magic of Valletta is in its vibrant streets, lined with cafes and shops, where locals and visitors enjoy the Mediterranean sunshine year-round. Valletta, with its lively atmosphere, fascinating history, and stunning architecture, truly lives up to its reputation as an open-air museum. Medina, also known as the Silent City, is a fortified city located in the heart of Malta, perched on a hill with stunning views of the island. The city's history dates back to the 8th century BC, when it was founded by the Phoenicians as a colony named An. Throughout its long history, Medina has been under the rule of the Romans, Byzantines, Arabs, and Crusaders, each leaving behind their influence on the city's architecture and culture. In Roman times, the city was known as Melita and was larger than the Medina we see today. After being largely abandoned in the 9th century, Medina was re-established in the 11th century by the Arabs, who gave it its current name. During the medieval period, Medina became Malta's capital and the center of its nobility and religious authorities. While it lost its status as the capital in 1530, when the Order of St. John established its headquarters in Birgu, Medina's character remained largely unchanged. The city is renowned for its narrow, winding streets, elegant palaces, Baroque churches, and tranquil atmosphere, earning it the nickname Silent City. Medina is now a UNESCO tentative site and a popular tourist destination. Imagine standing on the top of a hill, looking out over an entire island, a place that has been a hub of history for thousands of years. This is the Cittadella, Gozo's most iconic landmark. With its towering walls and stunning views, the Cittadella has stood as a fortress since prehistoric times. Originally built by the Phoenicians, it became a powerful military center in Roman times. By the 16th century, it was the heart of Gozo's defense against pirate raids and Ottoman invasions. As you walk through its narrow streets today, you'll find a fascinating mix of history, from ancient temples to Baroque architecture. The magnificent Cathedral of Santa Maria stands proudly at its center, while small museums showcase Gozo's rich past. Though only a few families live within the Cittadella today, its walls still hold the stories of battles fought and lives changed forever. The three cities of Malta Vittoriosa, Sengle, and Cospicquari, rich in history and fortified grandeur. Vittoriosa, the oldest, dates back to Phoenician times and became the capital of Malta in 1530. Sanglia, built on a peninsula, played a significant role in the Great Siege of 1565 and is known as Città Invicta, or Unconquered City. Cospicua, originally called Bermula, earned its title of Città Cospicua in 1722, meaning the conspicuous city. Together, the three cities are surrounded by the imposing Cottonera lines, which were designed to protect the harbor and the island. St. Julian's is a colorful seaside town on Malta's east coast, just a short drive from the capital, Valletta. It's a favorite stop for visitors, with lots of hotels, restaurants, and nightclubs, especially in an area called Paceville. But beyond the busy streets, St. Julian's has deep roots in Maltese tradition. The town is named after St. Julian, the patron saint of hunters, also known as Julian the Hospitaller. Every summer, the streets come alive for his feast, celebrated with fireworks, music, and one very unusual game. It's called Reastra Slippery Challenge, where people try to run along a greased wooden pole hanging over the sea. Together, these traditions show how St. Julian's blends fun, faith, and history into one unforgettable stop on the island. What if I told you that one of the most colorful and whimsical film sets ever built still stands, frozen in time, waiting for you to step into a world straight out of a comic strip? This is Popeye Village, located in Malta. And it's not just a film set, it's a piece of cinematic history. Built in 1979 for the Popeye movie starring Robin Williams, the village was originally created as a backdrop for the film's fictional town, Sweet Haven. Construction of the village took just 4 months, with 165 workers involved in building the 19 wooden structures. While the movie didn't receive the best reviews, the village survived and became a popular tourist attraction. The charming rustic buildings sit against the stunning backdrop of Anchor Bay, making it a great spot for photos and relaxation. Popeye Village offers a variety of activities, from boat rides to character meet and greets, ensuring fun for all ages. It has become a vibrant, lively place where both kids and adults can experience the magic of Popeye's world firsthand. Slima is a vibrant town located on the northeast coast of Malta, known for its lively atmosphere and stunning seaside views. Once a quiet fishing village, it has evolved into a major residential and commercial hub. Slima became a parish in 1878, and since then, its population and development have rapidly grown. The British period in the 19th century brought fortifications like Fort Tignes, which still stand today as a testament to the town's history. Over the years, Slima has become an attractive destination for both locals and expatriates, with its lively shopping areas and trendy cafes. Though modern apartment buildings have replaced many traditional houses, Slima still retains its charm with some Victorian buildings and historical structures. Despite challenges like traffic and high property prices, Slima remains a desirable place to live and visit in Malta. Over 2,000 years ago, ancient Romans used Marsaxlokk as a bustling port. But did you know that this very same harbor was almost lost forever? Today, this small fishing village has risen from the ashes of time, blending history with the beauty of Malta's coastline. Nestled in the southeastern part of the island, Marsaxlokk is a place where the past whispers through every wave and wind. Once used by the Phoenicians and Carthaginians, the village holds the remains of a Roman harbor and a rich history dating back to antiquity. Walking along its shores, you can still see traditional lazu boats bobbing gently in the water, a timeless symbol of the village's fishing heritage. On Sundays, the village comes alive as fishermen sell fresh catches right by the sea at the famous fish market. But Marsaxlokk isn't just about history. It's a place where locals and tourists alike enjoy leisurely walks along the coast, savor delicious seafood, or simply relax by the harbor, watching the boats come and go. This charming village is a living testament to Malta's maritime heritage. More than 5,000 years ago, farmers from Sicily sailed across the sea and never looked back. On this island, they built temples so massive, people believed giants made them. This is Gozo, a tiny island with an enormous past. As you walk through the island today, it feels like time itself has slowed down. The Gantia temples, built around 3600 BC, are among the world's oldest freestanding structures and a testament to Gozo's ancient history. The island has witnessed the rise of several great civilizations, from the Phoenicians to the Romans, each leaving their mark on its culture. Gozo's beautiful landscape, with its clear waters and rugged cliffs, has long been a haven for travelers and nature lovers alike. Visitors can also enjoy the peaceful beauty of Ramla Bay, one of Gozo's most famous sandy beaches, perfect for a relaxing day by the sea. Gozo remains a blend of ancient history and vibrant culture, where old traditions meet the stunning beauty of the Mediterranean. Perched on a sunny hilltop in northern Malta, Meliadenta is a quiet village with a big story to tell. It feels more local and laid back than some of Malta's busier resort towns. Just down the road, you'll find Meliadenta Baith Island's longest beach and one of the best spots for a family day out. The water here is shallow for about 50 meters, making it super safe and fun for kids to splash around. Need a little more adventure? Try water skiing, parasailing, or even windsurfing on the bay's steady summer breeze. But Meliadenta isn't just about sun and sea, it's also one of Malta's oldest villages, with roots dating back to 3000 BC. From ancient temples and Roman cave homes to medieval churches and lookout towers, the land here holds centuries of history. One legend says that St. Luke himself painted an image of Mary inside a local cave, now home to the sanctuary of Our Lady of Meliadenta. On a quiet hill in Gozo stands one of Malta's most beloved sacred sites, the Tapinu National Shrine. This peaceful basilica, surrounded by countryside, holds a story that began centuries ago. In 1883, a woman named Carmni Grima heard the voice of the Virgin Mary while walking past a small chapel on this very spot. That moment changed everything, sparking miracles and drawing pilgrims from all over the world. The chapel was preserved, and a new Romanesque-style basilica was built between 1920 and 1932. Its bell tower rises 61 meters high, and inside you'll find 76 stained glass windows, beautiful mosaics, and hundreds of ex voto offerings left by those who believed their prayers were answered. Popes have honored this shrine too. Pope John Paul II visited in 1990. Pope Benedict XVI offered a golden rose in 2010, and Pope Francis came in 2022. Some come in search of miracles, others simply to find peace, but all leave with a sense of something deeply meaningful. From nearly every postcard of Valletta, one dome stands out like a crown above the city. But few realize that this iconic landmark was completely rebuilt after being destroyed in World War II. This is the Basilica of Our Lady of Mount Carmel, one of the most recognizable sights in Malta's skyline. Its massive dome rises over 40 meters high, making it one of the tallest structures in Valletta. The church was originally built in the 16th century by the Order of the Carmelites. But during heavy air raids in 1942, the original church was almost completely flattened. By the 1980s, a new basilica stood proudly in its place, bigger, stronger, and even more beautiful. Today, its gray dome and elegant interior remind both locals and visitors of Malta's strength, faith, and deep devotion to its history. During World War II, a bomb fell into the heart of the Mosta Dome while people prayed inside. But against all odds, it didn't explode. To the locals, this wasn't just luck, it was a miracle. The Mosta Dome, known for its massive neoclassical design and third largest unsupported dome in the world, is more than just an architectural marvel. It was on the 9th of April, 1942, during an evening mass, when a German bomb pierced the dome. But instead of causing destruction, it simply didn't explode. Over 300 people were inside, and yet not a single life was lost. The bomb casing remains in the church, a constant reminder of that miraculous event. St. Agatha's Tower wasn't just a pretty structure, it was the last large bastioned tower ever built in Malta, with 4-meter thick walls and a chapel inside. Built between 1647 and 1649 by the Knights of St. John, St. Agatha's Tower was a key defense structure for Malta. Perched on Marfa Ridge, it offers stunning views of Gozo, Comino, and the northern coastline, perfect for spotting approaching ships. The tower was equipped with food, water, and ammunition to withstand a 40-day siege. It later served as a radar station during both world wars under British control. Restored and open to the public, it continues to stand as a proud symbol of Malta's history. Fort St. Angelo has witnessed more battles, power shifts, and turning points than any other fortress in Malta. Perched at the tip of the Birgu Peninsula, it watches over the Grand Harbor like a timeless guardian. Back in the 1200s, it was known as Castrum Maris and was already seen as the key to controlling the Maltese islands. When the Knights of St. John arrived in 1530, they chose this fort as their base and gave it the name we know today. They rebuilt it with powerful artillery platforms, and Fort St. Angelo became the heart of Malta's defense during the Great Siege of 1565. In the late 1600s, new gun platforms were added, turning it into a true coastal powerhouse with room for 50 cannons. The British Royal Navy later used the fort as their main base in Malta, even during World War II, when it was hit nearly 70 times. Now fully restored, the fort welcomes visitors to explore its long history and sweeping views of the harbor. A single cannon blast from Fort St. Elmo once turned the tide of war. This star-shaped fortress, perched at the tip of Valletta, faced one of the fiercest battles in Maltese history, the Great Siege of 1565. For 28 relentless days, it stood strong against the powerful Ottoman Empire, becoming a symbol of courage and sacrifice. During the chaos, a misfired cannonball struck down Dragut, the Ottomans' most feared commander, shifting the momentum in Malta's favor. Walking through the fort's stone passageways, it's easy to imagine the echoes of battle, but also to admire its stunning views over the Grand Harbor. Fort St. Elmo isn't just a place of the past, it's a living memory carved in stone, standing proudly against the sea. Fort Ricasoli, built in the 17th century by the Order of St. John, is the largest fort in Malta and stands proudly at the entrance of the Grand Harbor. Located in Kalkara, it was constructed between 1670 and 1698 to defend the harbor and protect the island from naval threats. It was heavily damaged during various conflicts, including a mutiny in 1807 and aerial attacks during World War II. Although currently closed to the public, it has been featured in numerous films, including Game of Thrones and Gladiator. Despite its condition, Fort Ricasoli remains a symbol of Malta's military past. What if I told you that a seemingly peaceful island was once the site of intense battles, military occupation, and near destruction? This is Fort Manuel, located on Manuel Island in Malta, a fortress with a rich history stretching back over 300 years. Built in the 18th century by the Order of St. John, it was designed as both a military stronghold and a stunning example of Baroque architecture. Standing tall and proud, Fort Manuel watched over Marsamxett Harbor, guarding Malta's coast from invasions. In 1798, it was seized by the French, only to be reclaimed by the British in 1800. Throughout World War II, it took heavy bombings that left it in ruins, yet the fort's resilience has never been broken. Today, after years of careful restoration, Fort Manuel stands as a symbol of the island's turbulent past and its ability to rise from the ashes. Kalkara is a charming village on the southeastern coast of Malta, home to around 3,000 people. This small fishing village has a history that dates back to Roman times. When the Knights of St. John arrived in the 16th century, they fortified the area, shaping Kalkara into what it is today. In the 19th century, Kalkara became a popular seaside resort, with beautiful homes that still line its waterfront. Many of these townhouses, built between the 1850s and 1950s, were once summer homes, but over time, more people began to live here permanently. Although Kalkara was heavily impacted by World War II, the village was quickly rebuilt, showcasing the resilience of its community. Spinola Bay in St. Julian's offers a peaceful retreat from Malta's more crowded areas. The bay is known for its calm waters and charming surroundings, making it a favorite spot for both locals and tourists. In the past, it was a busy harbor for fishermen and merchant ships, but today it is a calm and relaxing place. Colorful fishing boats rest in the water, and along the shore, cafes and restaurants offer stunning views of the bay. The bay has kept much of its old-world character, blending history and relaxation into one beautiful location. The area is ideal for a peaceful walk, where you can enjoy the refreshing sea breeze and take in the scenery. Spinola Bay may not attract large crowds, but its quiet beauty and peaceful atmosphere make it a must-visit spot in Malta. Jebuai is the largest local council in Gozo by land, sitting on two hilltops called Ta Abram and Ix Zagudin Rataj, Jebuai. It includes the fishing port of Marsalforn, a popular spot filled with beach views, restaurants, and seaside charm. The village name means wild olive trees, which once grew all over its slopes, though only a few remain today. People have lived in this area for thousands of years. Bronze Age remains and Punic tombs have been found nearby. With deep history, coastal beauty, and local craft, Jeboué offers a quiet but rich experience in the heart of Gozo. Mayar is a charming village on the island of Gozo, Malta, known for its vibrant harbor. As the primary harbor of Gozo, it's the first sight visitors see when arriving by ferry. The area is full of life, with bars and restaurants offering a lively atmosphere for both locals and tourists. Mayar also has a beautiful marina, where yachts and fishing boats gently bob on the calm waters. This peaceful scene makes it the perfect spot for a leisurely walk along the waterfront. Mayar is rich in history, with the ancient Ta Skorba temples dating back to the Neolithic period. These temples are among the oldest remains of human occupation on the island, offering a glimpse into the distant past. The Roman villa in Ras Iravtem was once used for sacred rituals, and nearby, the Gizenten Tufia Venta Roman baths provided a place for relaxation. Mayar also played a role in the Great Siege of Malta, where local men defended the island against Ottoman invaders. Bourguiba is known for its stunning sea views towards the island of Gozo, making it a popular destination for visitors all year round. Although it has only been a tourist resort for about 30 years, Bourguiba has seen rapid development, with hotels, restaurants, shops, and more. Along with being a tourist hotspot, Bourguiba is also home to many permanent residents, including both Maltese locals and expatriates from the UK and other countries. The town's rocky coastline features many small inlets that offer access to the clear, shallow waters of the Mediterranean, especially enjoyed during the summer. A man-made beach, located near the Dolmen Hotel, provides easy access to the sea, though it remains rocky along the shoreline. The beach is open from April to October each year, offering a perfect spot for relaxation. Bourguiba also has a rich history, with a small temple dating back to the Tarxian phase of Maltese prehistory, now preserved on hotel grounds. In the 1700s, the Order of St. John built Bourguiba Battery as part of Malta's coastal defenses, with remnants of the fort still visible today. Sengley rises from the sea like a quiet promise, small but full of soul. It's one of Malta's 3 cities, nestled between stone and sea, holding centuries of courage within its narrow streets. Back in 1565, when the Ottoman Empire launched its mighty siege, this tiny city stood firm and never fell. That's why it's called Città Invicta, the unconquered city. Sengli's story is one of resilience, where faith and strength carried its people through wars, plagues, and rebuilding. Wander through its old alleys, and you'll find a city shaped by fire, but softened by flowers on balconies and warm greetings at doorsteps. At the very tip, the Gargiulo watchtower keeps watch over the harbor, just like it did in centuries past. Here, the past doesn't feel far away, it feels alive, around every quiet corner. From vibrant festas to hidden gems on the coastline, Malta is a place where history whispers from every stone and the warmth of tradition fills the air. Each corner of this island offers something unique, whether you're drawn to its rich past or its lively present. The crystal-clear waters, the ancient architecture, and the peaceful villages all come together to tell a story that's been unfolding for centuries. And as you wander through Malta's streets and landscapes, you'll find that every step brings you closer to understanding the true heart of this beautiful place. So, the next time you find yourself searching for adventure, remember Malta, where every moment feels like a journey through time.